morning and welcome to the Unearthed YouTube channel. Hope you're all well. A day off work today, just me and Gaz out on some fields in Cumbria, quite local to where we live. There's not a lot of known history to this particular place, which is unusual for me because I like to do a little bit of research, historical research in a particular area to give us the best chance of finding anything of note. However, these fields, as you can see, are arable, and they've been arable for a number of years. There's always an outside chance of finding something of note, of interest, and I'm just going to walk you over to my machine. As you can see, the ground's sodden because we've had a lot of heavy rain here overnight and through the week, so we're detecting on this sort of terrain. So as you can see, I'm all kitted up. Good set of knee pads is always crucial, gives you that bit of protection. And interestingly, I'm on the Equinox with the 10x5 Coil-Tech coil. It's ideal to get between the stubble, in between any iron that's present, and it just gives the machine a bit better balanced, feel, I think. Now this could be the last time, or one of the last times I use the Equinox, because the launch of the manticore is coming out soon. So this is probably, maybe, I don't know, the last time, or maybe nearing towards its life's end. I may keep it as a backup, because the manticore is due out in about 4 weeks. So probably one of the last sessions I'll have with the Equinox 800. So we'll see you on the next signal. I do apologise for the wind. It's something I cannot get away from at the moment. Anyway, I've had my first decent target. It looks like a coin. Just come from this hole here. Flicked it out. And I would say that is it is a coin for sure. It's an extremely worn Georgian halfpenny, I would say. There's a chance, because it's that thin, it could have been a jeton. But that is just a typical Cumbrian copper. Not in the best of condition at all, folks. Don't know if you can see a head popping out there. Possibly, yeah, there's some sort of head going on. Maybe, who knows. Right, that's the first find. Let's hope more to come. Just got a signal here. It wasn't a particularly booming signal, but it was a signal that I wanted to investigate. And however, look at this. It's a very, very sharp needle. Now it's lucky I've got the gloves on. I took the gloves off to use the phone to film. However, that just shows you the importance. I mean, the gloves are not going to give you 100% protection, but they're going to protect you from that horrible sharp needle. So there's one of the perils of metal detecting. You just never know what dangers lurk in the soil, and that is a rather nasty needle. So yeah, always important to wear your gloves just to give you that little bit of protection. Nasty, nasty stuff. I've just detected right along this hedgerow shotgun shells, little bits. I've had a button up there. I've just got a little leather stud here. It's nothing special, but it'll have some age to it, probably. It's that would have been sunk into leather. If I can get a better shot. Not much to show in the first hour, but high hopes. You've always got to have high hopes. If you don't have high hopes, you may as well give up. Probably the most interesting find of this morning, looks to me like an early thimble, that. Possibly even a beehive. It's only small though. Oh, it's definitely a thimble. Nice, that. Fantastic. Really love the little thimbles. Great find. Okay, Let's see what else we can bring up. Things have just started to liven up a little bit. Here's an interesting little artifact. Broken and bent, but I would suggest that's probably got some age to it. Could it have been a part of a buckle or something along that nature? Definitely got some age to that. Yeah, they're just starting to liven up. There's more targets coming through. This is the second target after that thimble earlier, so that's good, really good sign actually. Okay, let's see if we can bring up something really nice to show you. I do apologise for the noise. I've got a farmer in the field cutting his hedgerows, which is rather noisy in the background, but I've just got a target here which is quite interesting. Now, first glance I thought, could that be the length part of a Bronze Age spear, no less? Can you see that? I don't know if you guys can. Could it be the shaft of a Bronze Age spear and the spear head in the mud? I've just took my gloves off, so I'm practicing what I preach. I'm just going to gently move this out. No, I don't think it is the shaft part of a Bronze Age spear. Wow, do you know what? It just crossed my mind. I thought, is that Bronze Age? Is it part of a spear? No, sadly not, folks. Better look next time. A fair chunk of a coin up, as you can see. You can actually see that from here. I'm detecting at the moment in all this wet stuff here, just trying to get between the areas that have been flattened down, because the 10x5 is doing a really good job, but it is really muddy. And that is definitely a coin. Look at the size of that beaut. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, interesting. I thought at first it was a sesterce, Roman, but chances are it's probably a cartwheel. Actually, I don't know, you know. The jury's out on that one. No, I don't think it is a cartwheel. It's thick and thin, a little bit misshaped. Interesting. I'll get some images on the screen of that, but it's a beaut of a coin. Is it Roman? He says. Well, we'll soon see. I'll certainly get some images on the screen for you to have a look at when it's cleaned back up when I get it back home. It's one of those, I'm looking at it thinking Georgian, and I'm looking at it again and thinking that could well be a sesterce. Interesting. This area, incidentally, of Cumbria is probably one of the most remote areas you could ever get the chance to detect. There's very little known history here. As you can tell, we're not finding a great deal of stuff, but you've always got the outside chance of finding something really interesting, even in these very isolated areas. I mean, this is isolated. There's not a house, a farm, a village, a town anywhere near for miles. The only noise you can hear is the farmer cutting his hedgerows. He's very, very particular in his hedgerows. He's been around these same hedgerows about 6 times, and that's the only noise. Other than that, it's as quiet as a mouse. Okay, folks, let's have a look what else. Just while we're on the subject of the equinox, folks, let me just show you what I'm using settings wise. As you can see, I'm on field 1. I'm in all metal, which is indicated by the spectrum bar being black. I'm running on 2-tone, 24 volume, no threshold, 2-tone, 4 recovery speed, 2 iron bias. Click out of that, go back into all metal, and I'm running on the multi-frequency. Now, it's the end of the day now, but if anyone is interested in this machine, this is going to be for sale, because the manticore is coming out very soon, and I'll be switching over to using that machine. Anybody's interested in my own equinox, which is featured here, give us a shout, drop me an email. This will be for sale for about £550, I should imagine, 600 quid around that mark. It's got the Telenox arm cup, full carbon stem system, collapsible stem system. These arm cups don't break, they're indestructible. And on the business end of it is the 10x5 coil tech coil. Now that's what you see is what you get. There's no other coil with it, the standard's gone. Wireless, carbon shaft, collapsible stem system, Telenox, arm cup, coil tech coil. Drop me a message if you're interested in this machine, because it will be for sale very soon. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.